Have you ever felt like you should do something and then you don't follow through? Or the very thing you know you shouldn't do, you just can't help yourself and you do it? I think if all of us were honest about this past year, there would be times, and then throughout our lives, there'd be times where we recognize that there's this battle that's going on inside of us. And we know as Christians that this battle is described as going back right to the Garden of Eden. And that's where our text is for Christmas this morning. It goes all the way back to the beginning of the story. And that conflict, that inner conflict that wreaks havoc on the whole of creation is the curse of sin itself. And in Genesis 3:14, it's actually the first place that it talks about this conflict being set up, but also how God is going to address this conflict through Jesus. So Genesis 3:14 says, "And I will cause hostility between you and the woman." This is God speaking to the serpent. "I will cause hostility between you and the serpent, and between your offspring and her offspring. And he will strike your head, but you will strike his heel." So here, right from the very beginning, there's this setup that there is a conflict. And Jesus came as the offspring of Eve at Christmas time, in the surprising and humble way as a child. And he was entering in as a child into this conflict, this ancient conflict, and this conflict that still goes on within each of us. And we know that as he lived a perfect life, as he died on the cross, and as he rose again, he has overcome. He has crushed the head of the serpent. And as Christmas, as we celebrate Christmas, this is one of the most ancient prophecies that Jesus was coming to deal with this conflict, this inner conflict, this conflict that has destroyed our world in so many ways. So this Christmas, I think what I want us to reflect on is that the solution for this conflict, the eternal solution for this conflict has been provided in Jesus, and that we can actually be part of fighting in this conflict, and in the surprising way of Jesus, in the humble and sacrificial way, in the way that Galatians 5 puts it, is our faith expressing itself through love as the most important thing and the most important weapon in this battle, which we see ultimately in his death on the cross. So however you celebrate this Christmas, remind yourself that this inner conflict, the brokenness that we're under, it has a final resolution, and that Jesus Christ has come in the flesh to handle this and to be our eternal hope this Christmas. So look to him, fight with that faith expressing itself through love, and join in that conflict, and look to Jesus as our final hope for it. I hope you have a great Christmas.